Hello, magical people. How's it going out there? My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm a little bit earlier than usual for our weekly Astro weather Sunday live stream. It is Canadian Thanksgiving weekend, so happy Canadian Thanksgiving to all my fellow Canadians out there. I know a lot of you guys will be celebrating on Monday. Jens and I are going to be celebrating today on Sunday. So I'm doing today's live stream quite earlier than I usually do because we're going to be hosting some friends over for Canadian Thanksgiving dinner. I feel like something just dropped behind me. Did anybody else hear that? So, hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy being alive in these crazy ass times. What a blessing. That is one of the things I am very grateful for at this time is to be alive with you all at the precipice of the age of Aquarius. This is pretty freaking special. Thank you so much, New Moon Creatrix, for the super chat. Mwah! Really appreciate you. And thank you all so much for your support, whether in the super chats or the donation tip jar below, subscribing to my channel, liking the videos, commenting below. It really helps with the channel's growth. So thank you, everyone, in all ways that you support. And yeah, we're going to be getting into, oh, so cool. Chrissy is here. Hello, Chrissy with MJ. Hello. Hope you guys are having lots of fun together. I love, Chrissy, all of your Halloween decorations. I'm loving the clips of you sharing your Halloween decorations. Very awesome. Happy Thanksgiving, Julie. Hope you guys are doing well over there. So yeah, we're going to get into our Western astrology for the week ahead from October 13th to October 19th. And before we do, just want to mention that over on the Scorpling shop, Sunny and I have our new Halloween 12 sign zodiac pinup t-shirt collection, original art made by Sunny from Pluto, my best friend and creative partner over at the Scorpling shop. So thank you so much to everyone that's already gotten a t-shirt. And if you'd like to go check them out, you can go to thescorplingshop.com. Link is below. Really cool pinup girl Halloween art for all of the 12 signs. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, check out my courses, workshops, all that jazz, also in the link below. So yeah, this is a really interesting week ahead. Okay. It's our last full week of Libra season. When we get into next week on, I think it's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? I think so. October 22nd, Sun enters Scorpio, and we'll be in Scorpio season, you guys. Shout out to all my fellow Scorpios, but we are still in Libra season, our last full week. So we're in the Libra energies. We've got the dispositor of Sun in Libra, Venus, the ruler of Libra, making several exact aspects this week. So we're going to be talking about that. Venus opposite Neptune, Venus trine Uranus, Venus trine Pluto, and Venus entering one of her two home signs of Libra. So we've been in Venus in Virgo transit. Venus is at fall in Virgo. She does not like to be in Virgo. Thank God this Venus in Virgo is over. Venus in Libra starting on Monday, October 13th. So we've got some really nice Venus transits with Uranus, with Pluto, trines. We are coming off the heels of Venus opposite Saturn. That was exact. I think that's exact today, actually. And Venus opposite Neptune exact on Monday. So there's some challenging aspects. There's some positive aspects. We're also this week leading up to the new moon in Libra portal. We'll have a new moon in Libra on October 21st. But really, I feel like, and let me know what you guys think, I feel like the biggest thing we got going on this week is the fact that Pluto, the god of the underworld, the ruler of Scorpio, is stationing direct. Okay, so Monday, very late in the day Eastern time. I think it's like past 10 or 11 p.m. Oh, thank you so much, MJ, for the super chat. Love you guys. Pluto stations direct. Yay. Okay, yay for all our Scorpios. Woohoo. We've been going through, my goodness, Pluto retrograde on our IC right at the bottom of our chart. If you are a fellow Scorpio and you've been having a crazy ass year or just a lot of crazy ass situations, it's because our ruler Pluto is in Aquarius shocks, surprises, instability, and right on our IC, which for those of you who don't know, the IC is the bottom of the astrological chart. It's one of the angles of the chart, the beginning of the fourth house. So I really like we've got Pluto going direct for all my fellow Scorpios. And for the collective, this is where things are about to get very, very interesting. Okay. Because not only is Pluto going direct in Aquarius, Pluto at the moment, as well as Neptune and Uranus, are out of bounds. Okay. Now, this is something that I don't really talk about a whole lot because I don't want to overwhelm some of you guys, but I feel like I'm going to start talking about it a little more, is when we have planets doing something called going out of bounds. When a planet is out of bounds, now this is a little bit technical, but the technical meaning is it has gone beyond the sun's maximum declination. And in astrology, in astronomy, they look at it like, oh, that means absolutely freaking nothing. But in astrology, we look at when a planet is out of bounds. This is when a planet is highly unpredictable. Okay. And Pluto has actually been out of bounds since August and is going to be out of bounds for 10 years until 2035. So I feel like I have to do a whole separate video on this because this is such a big topic. But this is not a normal Pluto going direct. Okay, this is Pluto going direct in Aquarius, the sign of shocks, instability, surprises, revolution, rebelliousness, out of bounds. So, and I'm getting a spiritual message right now that, okay, I wasn't expecting to go there, but just to touch on, and I know I do touch on this sometimes, but when it comes to the malefic planets, Pluto, Saturn, Mars, Neptune, considered malefic as well, you don't want to mess around with these guys. You don't want to mess around with these transits, okay? Because these are malefic planets. They have to do with the darker and most challenging sides of life. So with Pluto now going direct, going to be the strongest outer planet. Okay, let's just look at the chart for a moment. So we're in a little bit of a retrograde city. Pluto's been retrograde, Neptune is retrograde, Uranus is retrograde, Saturn is retrograde, Chiron is retrograde, Jupiter's going to be going retrograde this month. Okay, now Pluto is about to become the strongest outer planet, moving direct. And what is Pluto all about? Please let me know in the live chat. I see some astrology brothers and sisters here. What is Pluto all about? You are going to feel Pluto's energy very strong. Not even just this week in particular, because he's stationing direct. We feel the planets very strong when they go retrograde or station direct. Not just this week, but Pluto is the dispositor of Scorpio season and the sun going into Scorpio on October 22nd. So I'm going to make an astrological prediction here and say that this is about to get really interesting, really intense, really fast. And I feel like a lot of things that we have been waiting a long time for are about to happen over the next 6 weeks. As Pluto's now direct, it's the week of Pluto going direct, Scorpio season coming in from October 22nd to November 23rd. So I asked you guys, what is Pluto all about? IZ says death and rebirth. Yep. I don't know about you guys, but I've been hearing a lot of clients, people in my life going through deaths, literal physical deaths. There's a lot of people crossing over right now. Death of ourselves, death of the layers of what no longer serves. Chrissy says transformation and a quick way with Uranus. Where that's right, Chrissy. I think I'm understanding your comment correctly. Chrissy is a fellow very good astrologer. I think you're referring to, Chrissy, that Uranus is the dispositor of Pluto, currently in Gemini, so Pluto's even stronger. This is okay. I'm just getting a very strong message. Do not fuck around here. I'm feeling this very strong. Do not fuck around now. When it comes to these malefic transits, and sorry, I went off in another direction there. When it comes to the malefic planets of Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, and Mars, if you are being, I like to use the silly expression like a good girl or a good boy. Okay, it's gonna be intense. You're gonna feel it. There's gonna be secrets coming to light. There's gonna be challenging stuff and shadow side, but you're gonna get through it. But if you are doing something really out of alignment right now and you know it, I'm hearing this is not the time to go into temptation. This is not the time to be fucking around. And that's different for all of us. We all have our own issues because with Pluto about to be the strongest outer planet direct in Aquarius, out of bounds. Now you're all going to get to see what it's like to be a Scorpio, I'm hearing Spirit say. Ha ha. Sherry says, love you, Meg. You are my Meg Cosmos therapy. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Now you guys see what it's like to be a Scorpio for the next 6 weeks. This is going to be bam, 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 bam. One thing after another getting cleared out, getting revealed. What? Oh my God. Ah. In your personal lives, in the collective. What doesn't serve you anymore is going to be right up in your face, and you're going to get tested on things. Ah. Relationships are a big part of this. We've got the sun in Libra. Yeah, MJ, harvest time. That's right. What are we harvesting? What are you harvesting? What are you creating? What are you speaking? And you can't save anybody, unfortunately. You can save yourself. You can't save anybody. You can support people, but especially in relationships. Sun is in Libra. Venus, the dispositor, is now in Libra as of Monday, in an opposition to Neptune on Monday and an opposition to Saturn we had this past weekend. So if you're paying attention, and not to say that not everybody is in a negative love relationship or a negative work situation, but if you are somebody, it's getting pretty freaking clear. Okay. And if the people around you that love you are telling you that something's weird, you might want to listen to that. That's something that I've learned in life. I'll give you guys some Scorpio wisdom for a second. And this may sound intense, but I'm a Scorpio and I'm just going to go there. Okay. A person that I have a restraining order from that's an ex of mine that almost killed me a few times and put me in a lot of really fucked up situations. Okay. I was in this total Neptunian, like, he's the love of my life. I'm going to save him. I'm not going to call the police. Even though he's following me every day for 6 months, I can save him. I'll let him stay at my apartment and I'll cook him dinner. Is there somewhere that you're being delusional, or can you see someone around you being delusional? Venus opposite Neptune. Illusions in relationships are coming up big this week. But we cannot say, we are not here to save people. We are not here to take on people's karma. That's a hard one. When you're an empath or a starseed and you realize you have to detach. So this is a week where everybody's shadow side is coming out to play. And it doesn't mean something negative is going to happen. Sometimes I say that and some of you guys are like, oh my God, what's going to happen? This is so scary. No, it's We live in a world of duality. So you're going to see in your partners, in your friendships, in your work colleagues, in yourself, in people you follow online and people you listen to, their shadow side coming up, their illusions coming up. The relationships that are really in alignment are showing up clear. The ones that are not are also showing up clear. What is a fantasy? This is very much about our relationships with Venus opposite Neptune. She's also going to be on Tuesday, trine Uranus, trine Pluto. So there can be very big transformation and positive twists and turns. And people having breakthroughs. We can have a breakthrough. Our loved ones can be having a breakthrough. Oh, also, if you're a Taurus or a Libra, sun or rising, you're ruled by Venus. So, yay, your ruler entering her home sign, one of her two home signs, Libra, and in these really powerful aspects. So, very powerful week for our Libras and our Tauruses out there. Powerful grand air trine this whole week between Venus, Pluto, and Uranus. And this Pluto and Uranus, it's so interesting. I'm going to have to do a whole separate video on that because they're almost in an exact trine, but it won't be exact until 2026. So they're like almost exact. And then in trine to Venus, see that beautiful grand air trine? What's air all about? Our relationships. Thank you, Heather. Love you. Happy Thanksgiving. Our thoughts also. Our beliefs. How we communicate. Our words. Our words are so powerful. What words are we using? Our words create abracadabra. Literally, with every day that goes by, we are going farther and farther into the photon band, closer and closer into the age of Aquarius, and we are like master manifestors. And part of that is your thoughts, your beliefs, and the words that you speak. So be mindful of that this week. But grand trines, this is like very positive for communication, relationships, social ability, being around our loved ones. So there's a lot of healing, transformation in our relationships and our values as well. Venus, financial side of life. We're becoming stronger and stronger in who we really are and what really resonates and what doesn't. We got the moon in Cancer on Monday, Leo on Tuesday and Wednesday. Very nice. There's going to be Wednesday a square between the moon and Mars and Mercury. We're leading up to on Sunday, October 19th, exact conjunction between Mercury and Mars. So Wednesday, no other exact aspects with the other planets, but moon square Mars. So there can be some very passionate, creative tension, sexuality. Our shit's coming up this week. And be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with others. Words are so powerful. Listening is so powerful. And remember, I'm getting this message so strong for this week. You don't have to save anybody. But yes, you can support. Yes, you can listen. Yes, you can speak your damn truth. Okay? If you're seeing some illusions or some things that don't make freaking sense with this Venus opposite Neptune and Saturn, and you're seeing a loved one going through that, say it out loud. Speak it. Say it. Call out the bullshit. Hello, Red Pill Rooster. Yes, words are creation. And I don't know how that is for you guys. Me, I have a Mars in Cancer, so I feel everything but that people's reaction is gonna be before I say something, so sometimes that's challenging for me, but it's so powerful, especially right now with all this Pisces. There's so much literal mental illness and illusions and lies that when you just call it out, just call it out. Actually, that's not real. Actually, try to see it this way. Actually, here's the common sense. Is anybody else noticing that right now? I feel like I'm being tested on that almost every single day with myself, with loved ones, with clients as well. There's like these opportunities where something makes no fucking sense that somebody's saying, and I have to go, actually, just look at it with this common sense, or actually, LF says, I feel it. And when you do that, you're breaking the spell. So this week is also, we're breaking the spell. Pluto's going direct. Bam. That's why people get very triggered by Scorpios, because we're ruled by Pluto, and we'll just say it. Denise says nothing makes sense. LOL. That's true. That's true. Definitely. It's getting weirder and weirder. Ruby says, yeah, what has happened with critical thinking? Literally. Literally. So also in the medical astrology, Pluto going direct, Pluto rules detoxification and cleansing. So this is not a week to be eating a lot of shitty food and drinking or doing drugs or something crazy. This is actually a very good week for detox. We are in the autumn and spring in the northern and southern hemispheres, so very powerful time for detoxification. You guys are going to feel Pluto physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And Pluto, as I said, with the malefics, there can be good things with the malefics. 1 degree, bam, critical degree in Aquarius. This is an amazing time for really unique transformation and coming into our own true selves. And in trine to Uranus, grand air trine with Venus as well. I think it's gonna be really, really interesting to see what happens with these. There's a lot of protests going on, you guys. We're gonna see in London, England, this upcoming weekend, this week, the huge protests against the digital ID. I'm still on the fence. I'm still like, okay, do I wanna go to that? Jens and I were just in London. We said we were gonna go. Then we were like, "No, we're not gonna go." We were just there, and I'm like, I'm still on the fence, so let me know if any of you guys are going to that, because I think that's gonna be absolutely historical, and I would like to be there. There's just a lot going on. So I'm gonna make personally a last-minute decision on that, but we're gonna see this digital ID protest. There's probably gonna be millions of people there. We're gonna see in Alberta, October 25th, the next week when Sun is in Scorpio, Rise Up Alberta, Canada is broken. Aquarius rules separation, divorce, things separating. All of you guys that think this Alberta independence movement is a joke, it's not. The time is now. Stop Carney stealing your prosperity, your guns, and your freedom. Alberta Legislature, South Grounds, October 25th, 4 to 6 p.m., hosted by the Alberta Prosperity Project. So shout out to all my Albertans. Please be safe. Shout out to all our British soul family out there. Please be safe. Everybody, please be safe at these protests and these revolutions, Pluto and Aquarius, that you're going to start to see now that Pluto is direct, ramping up. Full speed ahead. In trine to Uranus. We've been waiting for this. Super powerful times. Yeah, we're going to send protection and prayers out to all you guys. So yeah, Moon in Leo, Wednesday. Thursday, moon ingresses into Virgo. Virgo on Thursday. Friday, moon conjunct the south node. Friday with the sun opposite Chiron. Again, relationships, sun in Libra. And this is something that I do say on a regular basis, but I will say it again. Who you surround yourself with is who you become. A very powerful shaman once told me that years ago. And I kind of looked at him and I was like, What are you talking about? Who I surround myself, I'm going to become? How's that the case?" And he said, "Remember that, Meg." And it's true now that I've paid attention to it. If you surround yourself with people that aren't what you want to become, that's what you will become. And of course, everybody's got their phases of life. Sometimes people have issues and, we don't want to be spiritual bypassers. But if there's someone around you who just nothing's changed, they bring you down, they don't respect you, they're in a really toxic space. Exactly, green-eyed crow. That's the saying, birds of a feather flock together. It's true. It's true. That's something to think about this week with all these Venus aspects. And as we go into next weekend, we'll have moon in Libra. We're getting ramped up to the new moon in Libra that we're going to have next week. Mercury trine the North Node. So this is big stuff. And I can feel that Pluto energy. Let me know if you guys are feeling it. I am definitely feeling it. Very strong. And again, it's kind of creepy, right? Like, I don't know if you guys, I said this on my daily Astro show on Friday, shared that clip of Alex Jones and he was getting tested for the nanotechnology and it was showing even Alex Jones has it. We've all had it. Like, there's creepy, weird Pluto shit coming up right now. But we need to be aware of it. And actually, okay, good news, even though that's scary, as an example, there's zeolite, there's different things we can do, right? There's detox, there's cleansing. So there's always a light that we can shine on no matter what the shadow is. Awesome, Stella. Stella says, I ordered the zeolite. So cool. And also good news, Robert W. Malone today tweeted, I don't know if you've heard, but the state of Florida and the Surgeon General have just committed $65 million for the study of ivermectin in the treatment. I don't know why I'm doing a Southern accent. Sorry, guys. In the treatment prevention of cancer outside of big pharma. There's really positive stuff going on. Rooster says, I've heard nicotine kills nanotech. I've heard that too. Yeah, there's all kind. We have the resources. We have the medicine. It's here. Pluto trine Uranus, both in sextile to Neptune. The dark side is not winning. Some people commented on my post, oh, you're being so negative. You need to cleanse yourself. I don't want to see this video of the nanotech. Okay, well, that's what's going on. So you can pretend like that's not going on, or we can do something about it. It's like anything. Conscious awareness, bringing the darkness to light, cleansing it out. Bobby says, where did you order it? Where's my phone? Okay, 1 second, you guys. Actually, really funny because after I posted that video, and this is where we can be so powerful with our thoughts right now. I was like, I want to find some zeolite. And then my soul sister, Alexandra, messaged me that her and her partner sell zeolite. And I might become an affiliate with them. So stay tuned for that, you guys. But her company, I'll give you, Alexandra, and your partner a shout out right now because they have like, I think it's the same zeolite as that dude sells that was on Alex Jones. Why isn't this website coming up? Okay, let me bring this up. Sirana store. Okay, so this is For those of you that are like, "Where do I get it?" Sirana. Sirana? Type in zeolite and should come up. That's it. I don't know why it's looking all Uranus weird. Sorry, you guys. My computer's having a brain fart. But if you go to SYRONA store.org, type in zeolite, they've got, oh, there it is, zeolite, and all the info is on there. So this is a time where we need to do serious cleansing. And many of you guys know I'm a Taurus rising. I don't like to do cleansing. And I've been doing it, but we need to do it. We need to get rid of the nanotech. We need to get rid of the parasites. We need to get rid of the microplastics, and we are going to get rid of it. I didn't share that clip the other day because I'm scared of it. And I want to be like fear porn, putting you guys down. I shared it because, okay, let's move forward from this. The options are there. It's not something to be scared of. Oh, Alex is watching. Hey, Alex. I'll talk to you this week. She says, my business partner and Ethan are so excited to connect with you. I'm so excited to connect with you too. And it's perfect with the astrology right now because it's all about cleansing our vessels. It's literally, okay. In medieval times, doctors were astrologers. If you've taken my astrology courses, then you will probably have heard me say that a bunch of times. If you were not an astrologer up until the witch trials, as a doctor, you weren't taken seriously. So doctors used to be able to look at your chart and go, oh, with these transits, this is what you need to be eating right now. Or, oh, that's why you've got this health issue, right? So yes, Chrissy, medical astrology is real. So right now the astrology is going, no, do not go into fear. Do not go into, oh my God, I've got this nanotech inside of me and I'm going to die. No, the astrology is literally like, okay, cleanse it out then. It's actually completely supportive for us. Pluto, trine Uranus, in sextile, both in sextile to Neptune, our immunity and the health systems and medicine to cleanse it out. So this is exciting times. Really exciting times. Regina says, fear is false evidence appearing real. That's right. That's right. Oh, that's so cool, Chrissy. I didn't know that. Chrissy says each zodiac sign has a specific cell salt, which corresponds to the energy of that sign. That's so cool. I did not know that. Okay, that's such a synchronicity because I had a client this past week talking to me about cell salts, and I'd never heard about that before. So there's all kinds of therapies, and it's just, yeah, we don't need to go into the fear, you guys. Okay. And with all that being said, was there anything else I want to share? No, don't think so. Let's pull some cards for a week ahead. And then I'm late. Oh my God. Once I go into channeling mode, it always goes overtime. I got to go cook the food. Okay. What's our guidance, universe, for this week ahead with these amazing astrological transits? Thank you so much for having us here at this time, incarnated. This is such an amazing time to be alive. We got Pluto going direct. We've got these amazing, very transformational aspects with Venus this week. We got Sun opposite Chiron. What is our guidance for this week? This last week of Sun in Libra. Full week of Sun in Libra. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Oh my God. And the Wheel of Fortune. I have chills all over my whole body right now. And I just felt the temperature just around me completely dropped. We've also got, I didn't even mention, Three-Eye Atlas coming closer and closer and closer. Unprecedented times. Five of Wands. And it is a struggle and it is a challenge. And we don't want to be going into this. We don't want to be going into unnecessary arguments. Learn to take life as it comes, both positive and negative. And be gentle with yourself and with others as we're going through the shadow work. We are in a dark night of the soul. That's my personal opinion. Some of you guys may disagree with that. That's my Scorpio opinion. Ever since 2020 of that Saturn-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn at a Capricorn degree, we have been in a dark night of the soul, bringing the darkness to life, to light. And it's a effing Five of Wands. It's not easy. But we're doing it. Guess what? We're doing it. And we have become so strong. And we are charting new courses that we never even thought were possible. And we are so much more empowered. And we are so much stronger than we ever thought we were. Believe in your personal power. Follow what feels right for you. Follow your natural energies. Follow your heart. Don't go into temptation and weird things, the dark side of Pluto. I don't know why. I've also been feeling this whole video like for some reason there's people from the past that can be coming up. Where's that coming from? I'm just going to look at the chart here because it's not a freaking... Oh, maybe it's the Venus in opposition to Neptune retrograde. I'm just getting a feeling like for many of us, there may be like someone coming from the past, a lover from the past or a friend from the past. And it's kind of like, oh, some of us may be tempted by something. Some of us may want to go into an old pattern that doesn't make sense. Stay in that Two of Wands. Stay in your empowerment. Stay in your strength of where you've come to now. Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. As grounded as possible as you can be in the common sense. I keep getting that too. In your common sense, Earth, Pentacle, staying connected to the reality of what's actually going on will bring blessings. Going off into some weird temptation, fantasy, escapism, things that don't make sense will be the dark side of Pluto. Remember what I was talking about with the malefics? At the beginning, it's different. Malefic transits are different person to person. Are you being a good girl or a bad boy? Bad boy, good girl. Messed up saying it. But you guys know what I mean. Staying grounded brings blessings. The time is right to take action on your ideas, prosperity, power, opportunity, man. Like, especially with money, Venus opposite Neptune. Okay, which is exact on Monday. Are you investing in something because of something that somebody told you on a podcast that makes no fucking sense, but you're just going to believe them because they have 200,000 followers? Or are you going to invest in something, Venus and Libra, in a grounded way because, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, the silver actually makes practical sense. Yeah, the gold actually makes practical sense. Yeah, the supplements actually make practical sense, right? Wheel of Fortune. This is going to be, there's also excitement this week. You have strength and new beginnings. The cycle starts. Change, fate. These are two really positive cards. Happiness, destiny, luck, karma. Yay, yay, yay. There's positive energy. Chrissy says, use Mars and Scorpio to finally cut the cord. You are supported at this time. That's right. Totally. Follow the twists of fate. Follow the path of your soul. We've been getting that Wheel of Fortune a lot. And we've also been getting the Ace of Pentacles recently, which is making me really excited because I never, ever pulled the Ace of Pentacles ever. And I think I've pulled it once a week the whole past 3 or 4 weeks. So that could be like really good news for the financial system. Well, we've been seeing silver hit an all-time high. Gold is hitting all-time highs. That's amazing. This is big energy. Yes, bring on the abundance. And when you're really connected to your true self and you stay in alignment with your values and your integrity, this is just natural. This is just a natural state of being. When you try to sell yourself out, when you try to sell yourself short, poof, that goes away for a moment to teach us a lesson. Well, let me know how you're all doing in the comments. My replay crew. And thank you all so much for joining me live. Wow, there's way more people than I expected live I started at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So sorry I had to do an earlier time today because I'm going to go cook our Thanksgiving dinner now. Celebrate our Canadian Thanksgiving. But yeah, love you all very, very much. Go check out the Scoopling shop where we've got our new Halloween 12 sign pinup girl t-shirt collection. Available, all original art made by Sunny. Thank you so much to everyone that has supported the collection so far. And also head on over to, and sorry, Alex, if I'm pronouncing this wrong, you're going to have to tell me the right way to pronounce this. Syrona store.org. Syrona. I think Alex in the chat said put Meg in as the code upon checkout. I'm going to have a call with Alex this week because, yeah, I want to support them with what they're doing and with their amazing zeolite products. So they've got the zeolite, helps us to cleanse, helps with the nanotech. Can I say that on YouTube? Hopefully I don't get my YouTube shut down today. Hopefully that's not a Pluto moment because I've been talking about the nanotech. Can go check that out, you guys. And please, Pig, Cernor. Oh, yeah, I think I am pronouncing it wrong. Okay, sorry. Alex is going to tell me how to pronounce it right. I'm also a little dyslexic, so sometimes I see words and I like pronounce it the whole wrong way. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow for our Monday, Tuesday daily astrology horoscope. And Tuesday, we're going to have part 2 of our spooky season series. We're going to premiere a new bi-weekly show on Tuesday. I think it's 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to upload the premiere tonight, so you guys will see what it is. It's a new show from Sunny, from Pluto, and myself. And the first episode will have a little true crime twist to it. So stay tuned for that, you guys. Wishing you all happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Happy Pluto going direct. Woo, woo, woo. Love you all so much. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.